If you are saying, yeah, Jodi, but I could go to the gym, but I could lose weight, but you're not going to lose weight. You're not going to go to the gym. You're stuck in a victim mentality. The shoulds, we got to get to shoulds. We should be going to the gym. How about I get to exercise to feel strong and healthy and vibrant? Hi, and welcome to Beyond Empty Nest. I'm your host, Jodi Silverman, speaker, mentor, and Chief Dare Officer at Moms Who Dare. Every Thursday, I'll share stories of midlife transformation, happiness tips, and dare you to see the opportunities waiting for you so that you can make this next chapter even better than the last. If you're ready to dare, I'm ready to dare with you. Let's get into today's episode. What are you thinking and saying about yourself when you look in the mirror every morning? Do you look in the mirror and think, oh, I'm fat. I can't believe I blew off the gym again. I'm such a procrastinator. Or maybe throughout the day, you're thinking, I'm so overwhelmed. Why can't I just fill in the blank? I know you're saying and thinking these thoughts. And that's why we're going to start today to clean up your self-talk. We are going to help you. I am going to help you create self-talk awareness so that you can clean up your self-talk. But first, you have to know what it is. Self-talk refers to that ongoing dialogue that occurs within our minds and influences how we feel, behave. It influences how you show up for yourself and how you show up for others. It's a script we use to frame our lives. And it matters in a big way because that inner voice influences the way you perceive yourself. It influences the way we perceive ourselves, our environment, and the people around us. And many of our thoughts and self-talk we aren't even aware of. We've been saying them for so many years that they're in our subconscious. How many times have you looked in the mirror and said something negative about your appearance? You're not even aware you're doing it. And you cannot make changes and shifts in your self-talk without being aware of it. And if that's not enough to move you to want to make a change, ready for this? According to the National Science Foundation, an average person has about 12,000 to 60,000 thoughts per day. By the way, that's why we're tired. And of those 60,000, possible 60,000 thoughts a day, 80% are negative and 95% are repetitive thoughts, meaning we're saying them over and over and over again. The same thoughts we had yesterday, we're saying today. The same thoughts we had this morning, we're saying this afternoon. Do you know that that's a potential of over 40,000 negative thoughts? And I have to ask you, if we're repeating them over and over again, just imagine for a moment the effect that this is having with your confidence and your overall ability to feel happy, to see moments of joy in your life. It's self-sabotaging us. What you are attracting into or pushing out of your life is a direct result of your self-talk. So again, negative self-talk can sound like I'm stupid, I can't do anything right, I'm lazy and I always procrastinate, or it could be as simple as one word, should. I should be doing this. I should have done that. The shoulding yourself is really killing you. It's keeping you stuck. It's keeping you sad. It's keeping you stressed. It might even be causing you anxiety. So I want you to ask yourself, what negative self-talk do you find entering your mind throughout the day? Ask yourself that question and really think about it. We are going to create a shift in your self-talk. This is springtime, everybody, and it's not just about cleaning out the closet or cleaning out the basement or the garage. This is about starting with you. We are going to do a self-talk cleanup, and I'm going to help you. And we're going to do it by first becoming aware. There are 3 things you're going to be able to do to help clean up your self-talk. Number 1, pay attention. Pay attention. Start noticing the thoughts and the words you think and say out loud to yourself and to others. Number two, you're going to start practicing and using affirmations. And number three, I'm going to share with you some common word swapping that when you swap out a simple word, just saying the phrase with the new word changes how you feel inside. It's calming. It will reduce your stress and keep you in a more positive mind space. So number one, pay attention. I want you to pay attention. I want you to keep a notebook or a journal handy for this whole week. And I want you to write down any words or phrases that you notice yourself thinking or saying out loud or quietly to yourself that are not serving you in a positive way. And then we're going to go to affirmations. Today, more than ever, I don't know who this quote is from, but today, more than ever, we need to take ownership over our mindset, our thoughts, and our happiness. It's a loud world out there, social media, 24-hour news. So that's why it's up to you. If you didn't hear my episode about if it's to be, it's up to me, last week, I highly recommend you go listen to it because you have a choice. You need to take ownership. You get to take ownership over your mindset, your thoughts, and your happiness. It begins with turning off the noise. And then finally, you're going to start to adopt affirmations. I'm inviting you to start using affirmations. Affirmations are simply positive statements that can help you to challenge and overcome self-sabotaging and negative thoughts. When repeated often, you start to believe in them. And you can start to make positive shifts and changes in your self-talk, in your thoughts. Self-affirmation may also help to mitigate the effects of stress. And the simplest way to do it is by creating I am statements. And for those of you that want to see what I'm holding up, head over to our YouTube channel. So my very first coach introduced me to affirmations. Coach Jen Lee and I had a conversation on the phone. At 10 minutes into our coaching call, she stopped the call to point out to me that the words and phrases that I had been using to answer her questions, to describe myself, were limiting and some negative. Surprised the heck out of me because I pride myself on being a very positive person. I don't remember the words and phrases as she pointed out, but what she had me do in that moment with her changed my life. She had me write down 7 to 10 words that I thought best described my natural gifts and passions. And I'm holding up that list right now because I have look at this piece of paper. This is my original list. It hangs on my bulletin board in my office. I look at it every day. It's 12 years ago. I wrote words like passionate, take charge, responsible, tough, funny, happy. And then she had me make them and turn them into affirmations using the word I am and inserting that word. So I am smart. I am passionate. I am loyal. Those are simple affirmations. If you have not used affirmations, it's the simplest way to use them. So we're going to create affirmations. And I can take you through how to create affirmations deeper if you'll grab the resource that I'm offering to you today. I'm offering you my Self-Talk Cleanup Challenge resource. It's below in the show notes. You're going to want to grab your copy. When you grab it, you're going to get a PDF of everything I'm talking about here so that you can begin creating awareness, creating your affirmations, and finally, word swapping. We're going to get rid of but, should, need, and impossible. Because I am going to dare you to become a yes and versus a yet but person. If you are saying, yeah, Jodi, but I could go to the gym, but I could lose weight, but you're not going to lose weight. You're not going to go to the gym. You're stuck in a victim mentality. The shoulds, we got to get the shoulds. We should be going to the gym. How about I get to exercise to feel strong and healthy and vibrant? And that's impossible. That was a big one for me. I can't do that. It's impossible. I just don't know what I'm doing. Versus, you know what? I haven't learned how to do that yet. And I'm going to try. I'm going to try and give it a try because I get to try and learn to do that. So word swapping is the final third step. It's paying attention, becoming aware, creating affirmations, positive affirmations to counteract the negative words and phrases that you've been thinking and saying, and word swapping. And the only way you can word swap is if you start with number one, which is becoming aware of your self-talk. All of this is in that resource that you can grab by clicking the link in the show notes. You'll get the resource, it'll talk you through it, it'll move you through it. And then there's a surprise. For 6 days following grabbing the PDF challenge, the self-talk cleanup challenge, you will get me in your inbox for 6 days to take you through 6 days of our self-talk cleanup challenge to help you get a really great start on creating awareness and creating shift and change to feel less stressed, to feel happy, to feel calmer, more at peace. All right, enough about that. I want to give you 2 strategies for combating negative self-talk, in addition to affirmations and word swapping. You can use motivational self-talk to get you out of a funk, and you can use instructional self-talk. Motivational self-talk is you being your own cheerleader. That's right. And instructional self-talk is the inner voice that provides directions to you. So motivational self-talk is saying like, come on, Jodi, you can do it. Or I got this, I can get this done. Or I'm going to be excellent tonight when I deliver my talk to this group. And instructional self-talk may sound like breathe, okay, focus. Now, for those of you who play a sport, I play tennis. So for me, instructional self-talk in tennis might come after I'm missing my shots consistently. And instead of saying, I can't believe I keep missing my shot, my forehand sucks today, which what would happen if I say that? My forehand would continue to suck. Instead, I might say, okay, Jodi, see the ball, follow through. Or I might say, okay, move your feet, see the ball. That's instructional self-talk. So when might motivational self-talk, when might instructional self-talk come into play to best support you? When you do all of this, I promise you, you will start creating more awareness so that you can create shifts. And I promise you, your mood will elevate, your level of stress will come down. It can help decrease anxiety. I mean, just imagine some of the things you're saying to yourself. Would you ever say that to your best friend? No. Be your own best friend. Be your own cheerleader. Be your own coach. And here's your dare for the week. Your dare this week, we're going to keep it simple, one step at a time. Keep a journal. Keep a little notebook with you. Pay attention to your self-talk, the words and the things you think and say out loud to yourself. Write it down. And notice any repeat words or phrases that are negative or have a limiting belief undertone. Make a list of them. And finally, I'm even going to throw a triple dare in this week. Let me know one I am statement that you are going to create or that you have created as a result of paying attention to your self-talk. Drop it in the comments below or direct message me on social media. I want you to share with me one I am statement so I can become your biggest cheerleader. And as I always say, dare on. Thank you for listening to this episode of Beyond Emptiness. Head over to jodisilverman.com for full show notes, more information, and additional resources. Speaking of additional resources, I've got a great one for you in the show notes below. So if you've enjoyed today's show and are ready to embrace this midlife chapter, then you're going to want to grab our featured resource called the Self-Talk Cleanup Challenge. You may not think so, but to quote our friend Oprah, the one thing I know for sure is that negative self-talk and thoughts are what's keeping you stuck in fear and lacking confidence to take the leaps in midlife that you desire to take. When you grab this resource, you'll receive the exact exercise my first coach took me through. It's simple, yet powerful. In addition, I'll send you a few other tools and tricks to help you knock out the negativity when it shows up, thereby increasing your confidence and your overall happiness, allowing you to have fulfillment and fun in midlife. You deserve it. So go ahead and grab your copy of the Self-Talk Cleanup Challenge, and I'll see you next Thursday. Until then, dare on.